appreciate you, spending your time. You're a very busy young mogul. And you have things going on your own
Young millionaire.
Yes.
Amen. Manifest,
Dom.
manifest, manifest.
Young
Yeah.
millionaire Dom.
So
Yes,
thank you for
ma'am.
always taking the time to be on, you
Oh,
know.
y'all welcome. Y'all know y'all my dog.
But I'm gonna need you to, do your YouTube thing, post.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh dang, I gotta step away from the
You
camera.
you you could do like a vlog or do like a, how you be cooking, cook.
Mhm.
What's on Ray? I like that.
Yeah, cooking with Ray. You could even do it like a real Ray.
Okay. Yeah.
It
And
don't gotta
then
be mud.
yeah, like do it, like you love like posting your cooking. Like when you cook, I see you enjoy it. So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. I gotta log out and I gotta exit.
Can we start?
It's supposed to get started. You can introduce and do everything. I'm gonna hop out and hop back in. You can start, Shaniqua.
But how? You have to introduce yourself.
Okay, hold on. Let me hit out real. Is Ray still there?
Yes, she's here. Oh, okay. Oh, I'll wait till she. Oh, I thought she moved
What?
out.
Can you turn it off, please? I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I, can you turn off your fan, please?
It's low.
I can hear it in the recording, Shaniqua. It's difficult to edit. I can't edit it out. I'm sorry. I wouldn't ask you to do it if I didn't need you to do it. Hit different, hit different. Now I gotta be ghetto and move. Hit different, hit different. Why is it doing? Hit different, hit different. It's still dark. Whatever. I gotta order new equipment. Okay. So welcome to another episode of Free Game Live. I
Hold
am
on. Ray's on mute.
Oh
I think
no.
she's.
I'm back.
Wait, Ray, you're breaking up.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah, a little. What is going on with my
I'm over this.
I hate that 100.
Mm-mm.
Something's different with my lighting. And I don't have my thing. Oh, I can't wait to get my stuff back.
What does ARD mean again?
A ARD.
Y'all know what ARD means?
No.
Oh,
Mm.
I'm looking around confused, like, no, what is that?
Who you texting?
I'm screaming. I gotta act like my pillow, my desk.
Oh,
Like sit at my desk and record.
somebody told me that. I don't know what it means.
All right, so let me try the intro again. Hey, this is Free Game. I'm Rishi.
Oh,
I'm
that's Philly
Shanika.
slang. That makes sense. I'm so sorry, y'all. It means
No,
outright in Philly.
oh, you talked to Phil. Right?
Yeah, Shaniqua. Yes.
Oh, you talked to a Philly. What? Who
Don't
this?
do
Who this?
that.
Don't
Don't
do
do
it.
that.
Gosh, I'm joking.
I'm screaming.
God.
It be we be on here for hours. Niggas don't be watching it. Man, I go,
I'm Ray.
girl, go home. Go home. Take it. Go
We was
home. Go
doing
home.
introductions.
Find where home is. Okay, hold on. And see. Hey,
Where's
everybody. It's
Cass?
FreeGame.
I don't know.
I don't know where
He
Cat.
wasn't at work today either.
Hmm. That's interesting. I don't know where my nephew is. Hmm. Hit it, friend. Hit it, friend. Hit
I'm,
it.
I'm gonna talk to him when I see him at work.
You
I
did
don't
it.
want to text him and disrupt his peace.
I'm screaming. No, disrupt
Screaming.
his peace.
Disruption,
No, no,
okay? Shake the
cause,
room.
oh my god.
Okay, I have one person already who says they want to do it. Who wants to
The
be on
doms
the
that the
dating
doms
game?
that I've been asking, they said, "Oh, we be on too late," so
We're doing it at 8.
they feel like we're on too late. They have kids, you
We're doing
know.
it at 8 o'clock, Shaniqua. Did you
They're
tell
not
them?
going to the office.
Did you tell? Are you listening to me?
You know what? I didn't know it was at 8 actually.
Yeah, we said we doing it a lot earlier than we would shoot the regular shows because that's gonna be impossible. Who's gonna be doing this show? It's gonna be until past 12 if we have
Okay.
multiple segments. So we're gonna go on at 8.
So how long is gonna be like an hour, right?
Hour 30. It's not gonna we're not gonna talk. We're just gonna have the show.
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to talk about voting. I really hope all of you law abiding citizens and non law citizens
Law abiding. Keyword abiding.
vote,
You could be a
please.
non-law abiding citizen and still vote. Just don't get caught.
Yeah, as long as they don't try to suppress your vote, which they will. Just try your best. Please vote, everyone. Please vote.
Vote.
It's important. I'm really nervous about this election. I don't know why. I
I
believe in
feel
God
like it's gonna be some BS
still.
that goes along with it because I've been hearing a whole lot of BS that Trump is trying to do, and I don't like that.
They've
Yeah, I
been
heard he's trying to
vote.
fight the Supreme Court if he loses.
Yeah, he said it's not gonna be a
And he
peaceful.
been reaching out to cities and stuff to not count some votes, and bro, it's too
It
much.
started. It started months ago, like with the USPS. That's why people were afraid about the mail-in ballots, and he was just like, "Oh, you can't do the mail-in ballots," and he was trying to stop people from doing that. But Trump has always voted. He does not go into any line. He's always voted by mail-in ballot, always. And then there were places where they were holding ballots. Like people have been obviously, early voting has been happening for quite some time now. There's been places where they've seen mail held up in storages of ballots. That's why they've been taking away funding from USPS. So then, people aren't, their votes won't count by the time of the election, or they won't get their ballot, or when they do when they do finally get their actual vote in, it'll be past the time. Because after votes are counted and stuff like that, if things arrive late, then it's not, unless a recount happens and stuff like that. And then you got the electoral college. It's a whole thing. You got the popular vote. You got the electoral college. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. People burning ballot boxes. So whoever's vote was in that ballot box that they burned, it's gone. It's not just Trump. It's
You know what they should try to implement? They should try to implement a system where like every vote gets sent to the phone or something, and then you like vote right there and then in real time it goes to like a system like that you can't alter or play with or nothing.
yeah, but hacking phones are so easy, and hacking
I
systems are so
know,
easy.
I
It's
know.
just it's sad because the vote, especially in Florida, always gets stolen. Like
Florida votes always some BS.
Yeah, it's always our state where it's, it doesn't surprise me because, it's a southern state, but it's always our state with the issues. And we just gonna do what we can. We just gonna do what we can and vote, and that's all. I actually had conversations with people who never voted before, who are voting because they were like, "Oh, the last election woke them up." So that's a good thing. That helps. I'm just nervous. I'm very
Yeah,
my soul is disturbed.
because
So
people will go
yeah.
out to go club during Corona and party to Corona, but they won't go vote. And then people wasting their vote, writing people in. This is an election where it's like me myself. I probably would have when I because I had to register again. I probably would have registered independent, to be honest. But because when you registered it for the party at the time of the election, you have to register for the party you're going to vote for, something along those lines. When I read the conditions, so I'm like, I'm going to register as Democrat because I know who I'm voting for, and I can't have any. I ain't nothing they could have said, nothing no one could say to make me change. It's unfortunate because there are some very good candidates who came out of this election who just don't have the steam or the political clout as of yet, or don't have the backing. But maybe in the next 8 to 12 years, they might be actual viable candidates. And I hope so because they have very good policies. But right now, I can't play with y'all. I can't be writing nobody in the ballots. I can't be voting for no Green Party. I can't be voting for no independent. I it's really anything else. Unfortunately, at this time, is like anything else you vote is a vote for Trump, and it's sad because you should always have the right, the freedom of speech. And right now, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like either you're for Trump or you're against Trump, no matter what your ideas are. And even if you don't like Biden or you don't really like the Democratic Party, it's unfair that you have to be put in this bind because the current administration is just so toxic that you can't even really be free to vote how you would like.
Was also disturbed at Lil Wayne. I understand he's a rich man, but I was just like, damn, Lil Wayne. But at the same time, you can't be surprised on someone who just be like red bone. And
Let me tell
you
y'all
seem
how
like
this man broke my heart because it's like you're my favorite artist and you're against me. No, I'm not saying he's against me, but like real talk, like Little Wayne, I don't know what it is. He's always been like with he's
the
always
other.
been leaning towards the
Yeah.
other side per se, like complexion that's lighter than him, dates females, that's lighter than him.
I
Everybody has
remember.
their preference. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I remember he did a interview, and he was just like basically like, oh no, not an interview, it was a video model. It was like years ago. It was probably like my senior year of high school or something like that. And he was like, oh, the model said, he said, you see my daughter, that'll be the last dark skinned kid I have. And I was just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he said that. And also this year, he said he had another disturbing interview where he said some BS. I don't even want to
Was it the one
remember.
with 50 Cent?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's the one with
It was
50
one
Cent.
this year, recent.
Oh, okay. Before that. Okay, maybe it was before that.
But
But
yeah, he
something
pissed me off.
happened. Yeah, and it's just like, he's
Bro,
like,
if you're not with
he
us, you're against us, period. I don't
oh,
give a fuck
okay.
what
It
Trump
was
can
the
do
one
for
with
you.
the officer Ray.
Yes.
Officer. How
And
he
he
was like,
was
oh,
like, "Oh, a white man saved my life. I don't know
yeah,
racism."
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And it was just like, That's why I was just like with that whole picture with Trump and stuff. Oh, he said he'll do for our people and stuff like that. That was kind of contradicting because it was just like, do you care about your people?
But you gotta
And you
remember,
know,
Trump uses black people to further his agenda, to further,
yeah,
so it can look like, yeah, I'm doing for black people, but then I'm also bashing y'all on, like, you either with us or against us. You can't be
yeah,
for us and bashing us at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one
yeah.
or the other. If you can't publicly denounce racism and publicly denounce, all the things that's going on, then I don't know what to tell you. But
If
you're
you
clearly
consider
not
black
for
people
us.
blacks, I can't fuck with you. I don't. There's no. You're not. I have a lot of blacks. I have blacks here. I got blacks. You can't just
Mhm.
be calling us blacks. And
Mhm.
I don't particularly like to be called African American because I'm not African American. But
Mhm.
black people suffice. African American people. Even if you want to be PC and be like people of color, which I don't really want wrong,
Mhm.
but you
I
know,
don't even like that shit either. Duh, we people of color. Duh, obviously they ain't fucking rocket
I just
science.
don't like when people lump us in with other people. It's like I could be an ally for you, but we not the same. I
Yeah.
am black.
I feel like no matter what
I
we
am black.
do, we'll never be viewed as equal. Never.
No, it's too much
You know,
And
history.
you
we'll
know what's
never be
crazy?
viewed as equal. But don't try to be our friend. That's what I don't like. Like,
Yeah, the fakeness.
yeah, you don't rock with us, it's cool. You don't rock with us. That's it. You let it be known on several occasions. Like, Trump has said so much. If we go through his 4 years of presidency, on the countless amount of irrational, disrespectful things that have been said,
Yeah.
whether it be about black people, Haitians, Latin people who
Mhm.
swear they're not
Mud.
black, Muslims, just everybody. That's
Yeah.
if you don't look like Trump or got money like Trump, just you're beneath him. Like, I don't like that.
I just, I
At the end of the day,
just,
we're all human. You bleed the same way I bleed, and yeah, we may not
what
have came from the same background. We may not have the same money, but that don't make you any more better than me.
better? Yeah.
Cause you might have more money, but I might have more integrity, and I might have
Mhm.
more respect, and I might have more character than you.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
so yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's also with each other too. It's like sometimes we as people we reach a certain stature and then we think that we're better than one another and it's like
Hmm.
yeah, no, we're not, guys, because just like Kanye said, even if you in a Benz you still a nigga, like
Yeah.
you're still black,
Mhm.
and people don't want you close to them. They don't want you to ever feel like you're equal. And they will do anything in their power to make you feel less than. They don't care how smart you are, what you got. And it's just like you really have to do it for yourself. Don't do it to prove the masses anything. They not gonna stop you, but don't try to do it to prove anything to them.
And I think
So
that's where Kanye got fucked up at.
yeah, yeah,
Because Kanye wants the validation from white people so bad. He wants the validation from white America so bad. And he
yeah.
doesn't even realize it.
Mhm.
And it's
Mhm.
just like it just disgusts me when we just go in on each other like that. Like I know we're humans and stuff like that, but it's like no one's better than anybody. It's like we already got to deal with these crackers.
But that's the thing. Like, you ever to sit there and think like, yeah, we be screaming Black Lives Matter and stuff, but we be doing our own selves the most harm, and that's why I feel like Caucasians, white people, no offense, can never, take us, seriously. Like, we'll unite for 30 seconds and then be divided in the next 10 seconds. Like, we'll take 2 steps forward and 10 steps back. Like, we black people, I don't know what it is, but we don't know how to truly root for one another. We don't know how to truly, unite and stand for something for a longevity, for a long period of time. We don't know how to, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like,
It's
I
we
think
can't
slavery.
it's
truly
the
be happy for one another. Like, it's like we got to put somebody else down to lift our own selves up. We be acting like we live in like we be acting like it's no skeletons in our closet. We be quick, to trash the next person. Like, we be
right.
quick to throw the rock and then hide our hand. Like, it just
It's the Willie
sometimes.
Lynch syndrome. Like, you know how we were raised to just hate each other because of how they put us against each other, you know, light skin versus dark skin. It's the Willie Lynch syndrome. That's what they taught slaves. That's why it's like embedded in us, unfortunately. It's like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like literally. It's crazy because we do it. We be like, oh, she dark skinned. Oh, she light skinned. But that's what they put in our brains and it's still
Mhm.
here. And we know it's wrong, but we still do it. It's
Mhm.
crazy. And it's like a bad habit to like get rid of. It's really bad. Cause we all do it and we all shouldn't
Mhm.
do it.
Mhm.
It's like, damn. It's like, damn, like did they really wanted us to hate ourselves?
It's just people are easier to control that way. That's why they say
Yeah.
internal conflicts brings external internal conflict causes external not dominion, but a word close to that. Once there's a break in the system and you can have some type of, that's why it's easier like when we invade the Middle East and stuff like that, why we always go to conflict stricken areas and then under the guise of helping them we take their resources like we do in the Middle East and oil and stuff like that. In Africa we take diamonds and gold and labor. In Asia we take labor, human trafficking, all of those things is because once there's internal conflict you can do anything. So when you do that on when you have plantations of people who are warriors, who are fighters, who are fighting to the death to not be become enslaved people, you have to figure out how to groom the next generations to be more docile. And the only way you can do that, because people are always going to have their free will and their freedom to live, and the only way to do that is to start grooming people. So that was the grooming of sorts, and it happened for
Mm-hmm.
hundreds of years. The British Empire, Spanish reign, Dutch, every white Europeans colonized black people, and then they set us up in different places, and then they told us that these people are better than these people, and if you work better and harder and you look like this or you have these advantages, you're better, and this is because you're property, and that gets passed down. Oh, your hair is straighter so you look better, you're closer to white, and they still do that to this day. And I don't think not in our generation where I'm still alive that I'll see a great change between that, to be honest. Just because more people are mixing that shit don't mean shit.
Right.
Half of my almost half of my family is mixed. That don't mean the white people in my family. I got a cousin who I'd be like, do she remember she black? I'm like, do she
Right.
remember? I don't know if she remembers she black. Her grandma used to tell her she's not black because she looks white. They'd be like, she's not black.
Right. Right.
Because our black side is already mixed. So have a child with a white kid, your baby's gonna look white. And they be like,
Right.
you're not black. You're white. You don't see how you look, you're white. Raised in a black household. Father, grandmother, everybody were Jamaican. You're not black. So
Mhm.
that's not changing no time soon. It's unfortunate, but it's not changing. And I don't even want to start on Latinx people. I'll just leave it there because
People
yeah.
vote Please vote if you're eligible. Vote. Vote for others that can't, that wish they could. Vote
Mm-hmm.
because you were once suppressed of your vote because you're black. Please
Because you're
vote.
black, because you're a woman,
Please go. Like
because
it's
of
just
your age.
yes. It's just it's real. Like just, the whole my vote not gonna count. Please, please,
Yeah, they kill me with that.
just please, please. People lives.
Right, that's true.
Come on, man. We got people that's disabled. That a lot of their rights that they once have is gonna like disappear. Like, come on. We gotta do better as a whole and just vote. I'm scared of this election.
I am too. It's for me, it's like what's
Me too.
the lesser evil? Because I was in the car with my brother after I went to vote. He dropped off his ballot and he was
Yeah.
talking to me about what's her name? Debbie Wasserman Schultz. I just call her Schultz because I can't pronounce her second name. And I was just like, sis snaked out Bernie the first election. I was just like, I don't fuck with Schultz, but I'm not gonna put a Republican in Congress. I'm gonna vote for her. I don't agree with her. And my brother was like, well, I met her and she was down and she answered all. I said, I don't care what questions she answered. I can lie to anyone. It's your actions that are important to me, and I don't agree with sis. But when it comes to what person do I want to put in Congress to represent the place where I currently reside, it's nobody on the other side. It's
Mhm.
nobody on the other side. Yeah, Schultz, right there. And she snaked Bernie out. She did some very I ain't even go into it. But the Democratic convention, the year of what was it? What year is that? 2016, the 2016 election, how they did Bernie, they're terrible.
Mhm.
They're terrible. Bernie
They
compromised
always do Bernie wrong.
it.
Poor
He
Bernie. Uh,
And I don't all the way fuck with Bernie because I don't anybody who I when they ask you what's the agenda for black people and you say that you don't believe in reparations, you don't have agenda of specific gender for black people, you have agenda for all people of color who are disenfranchised, we don't have the same struggles. Native Americans have been granted so many different things, but you know what they need? They need more rights, they need help with healthcare, they need education, they need representation, they need different things from us
Mhm.
monetarily they were granted things, but their community has been in despair, right?
Mhm.
And people, they have issues um with immigration, with taxation, with stigma different from black people who were enslaved in America and across the diaspora
Mhm.
who are don't matter. I'm not, no, I'm the first American in my family. We the first generation of Americans. You think anybody here care where I'm from, where my family's from? I'm just like everybody else. No matter where in the world, I can speak a different language. I can come from the same place that they come from. But because of my skin complexion, because of the history of slavery, I am inferior and I'm less to them in their eyes in some facet. Reparations are due even if I don't get reparations, because I would most likely wouldn't because I'm not Black American. And I'm okay with that. I've settled that.
Mhm.
I don't care if I don't get reparations as long as Black people as a whole are put in a situation what's better for them.
vote,
That makes
vote, vote,
sense.
vote, vote, vote. My background should have been vote. It should have been vote.
It's right.
I wonder how many people on here voted. Did you guys vote?
Oh, did you see the video of the white girl talking about how she voted for Trump as a joke?
No.
Everybody was looking at her like Girl, if I can find it, I don't know where if I saved it or
I did
not.
not see that.
Yeah, it was a whole panel of people and they were asking them like, okay, like talking about the last election. And she was just like, oh yeah, I voted for Trump as like a joke. And then everybody was like, the two black girls in the front row, if looks could kill, Lil Mama be dead. They head was like, and she was just like, not saying that one vote is technically a swing vote. Statistically, that's not. You're more than likely not that person. But especially when the electoral college got involved and stuff like that. So yeah, you're not the person, whatever. But um this is something that is so much bigger than us, and it's a reflection of our past as well as our present and our future, and it's irresponsible to do things like that. This is not a joke. It isn't a joke. It isn't a joke.
I didn't see that video of that girl saying she voted
Find it. I
as.
don't know. I gotta see if I saved it. I think I may have saved it just because I was like,
I'll try to Google it. I don't know. For some reason, I didn't see that. Oh, I hate to be this person, but you guys seen how that post saying Beyonce said that she's gonna focus on her joy
yes,
What?
and
What they said?
Beyonce's
uh-oh.
gonna focus on her joy. You heard, sis.
What that mean though? Like focus on her
She's
joy.
gonna focus on her joy and not so much music or
Oh, she finna hit a Rihanna on us.
possibly.
Cause Rihanna already got me tight. Cause baby, 2020 is over, and I still ain't get no music.
Rihanna said she's trying to save America. Y'all need to shut up. That's what she said.
I love my girl and all, but she getting me tight right now.
Rihanna said that she's trying to save America and we need a hush. I read that. I said, Rihanna she's a wild girl. Dang, I didn't save it. I don't know. I kept on seeing it over and over again, and maybe that's why I didn't save it because I was just like, I don't want to watch this no more. I don't know where it is. I can't find it. Dang. If I find it on my Explore page again, I'll put it in the chat.
I'll look it up. But you know, that's cool for her. She said she's gonna focus on her joy. Still didn't say what it was, but okay, sis.
You know what got
Your
me tight?
joy.
Someone was talking to me and I was like, I'm bored. And it was like, you should never be bored. I roll, shut the fuck up. And we were talking later and they were just like, oh, do you think Beyonce's at the house bored right now? He was like, you think Beyonce is bored right
What?
now? I'm like, don't you ever.
Bored. Beyonce will
Don't
never
you
be bored.
you ever bring up Beyonce to me. Don't you ever try to use me against me. Don't you ever. You always bring up Beyonce, so that's why I used it. I said, we don't know what Beyonce's doing right now. Beyonce could be leisure, relaxing, enjoying her time.
Uh,
Beyonce could be bored at
Exactly.
her house with her kids because she's tired of these damn kids. She got three of them. She's a
Yeah, people be forgetting she got kids.
huh, kid. People forget that Beyonce and Jay-Z eat, breathe, the shit just like everybody else. You think people who have everything don't get bored? They the people who be bored the most. You got everything. You have everything you probably ever wanted and needed, and then more on top of that that you don't even want or need. That gets boring. That's why they be like, it'd be lonely at the top, because it'd be lonely at the top. That's why sis is probably focusing on her joy now, because she been put about 20 plus years into everything. And she's tired. She
She put in
probably
a
just
lot of
wants to
years. She
live.
don't gotta do a motherfucking thing no more.
that's true.
Exactly.
Yeah,
She just want
like,
to relax, dude. Oh, maybe she want to knit. Maybe she's
but
just like,
people
I
be
just get something to knit.
obsessed. People be
That's
obsessed
true.
with celebrities and shit.
People do.
Did y'all see Tay did curly hair, by the way? Sidebar, sidebar,
Yes.
sidebar.
When they said Plastic Rangers, I was screaming.
I hate y'all.
That
Kylie could have did better with the costume. Kylie.
it was very basic, but it's
I
okay.
know, Miss Billionaire, you got too much money.
Yeah. I seen
That hoe could have
Marlo
been Wonder Woman for all I care.
was Foxy Brown. That's true. She
Marlo
could.
was Foxy Brown. It was nice, but I was like, dang, she kill it, like how I'd like
Jada
it.
and Loyal was so cute.
What
Ooh.
were they?
Woody and
Oh, Toy Story. They were Toy Story.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They were
okay. I
cute.
didn't see that one.
It was really cute. Laura was cute in the picture. He's always cute, but his face was just
Loyal
like,
is so freaking cute.
Christina said when the trick or treaters knock on her door, she's gonna have sanitizer for them. I said, don't do that. I said, give them. She said, nope, I'm gonna give them sanitizer. I was just like, what?
I'm screaming. Let me tell you what Max said. I told Max to hop on. He told me I'm outside. Yeah, at Wynwood. First of all, it's raining. God bless.
What?
He told me at Wynwood. So I told him I hate you. And then he was like, Mama gotta have a life too. That's why you gotta be careful what you say around your friends. I'd be like, Mama gotta have a life too, Jody. I'm screaming.
Did y'all see Sierra? My good girl was
Yes.
No,
Cardi.
I didn't see
Oh
Sierra.
my gosh, it was so nice.
Cardi reposted it. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I was a fan of you back in the day."
What was Sierra? What was
The
she?
cover of Invasion of
Invasion
Privacy.
privacy cover.
Oh wow. Was it nice?
I sent it to you.
Oh, okay.
When you don't see things, Shaniqua, I'd be like, what's going on? To be honest. No.
Hell yeah, Shaniqua see everything.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like when Shaniqua don't see things, I'd be like concerned. I have to put my glasses
What?
back
I know
on.
they didn't do this
Light is
with
bothering.
her son.
Yes,
Yup.
Oh,
and
I
why
wanted to
why I'm
talk
screaming
about
because
it.
her son is Offset. I think he not
Yeah,
Future.
that's
How
true.
Hell
you a
nah.
rapper and your son is another rapper?
Yeah, cause the damn show ain't gonna be Future. Hell no.
She did the right thing.
I would
Um,
come up like Russell. You're
I
your
wanted to
daddy
talk
for
about
Halloween.
you guys
You're
about
your
that.
daddy.
How Offset was saying, "Oh, do you know who I am?" He was wrong for that. Like,
How?
Oh, with the Birkin bags?
no,
You
when
talking
he
about
was
when the
talking to
police,
the
when the fake
officer,
police stopped him?
yeah, because it's like at
Did
the
you
end
say
of
the
the
fake
day,
police, Ray?
Ain't they say that they found out that was fake police or some shit?
what? Oh, I didn't hear
They were
that.
saying it was staged, but Cardi and them were like, no, it wasn't.
No, no, no. It wasn't staged, but I know they were saying something was fake. I think oh it was the protesters that were throwing shit at Offset's car. And he was trying to explain that to the police, but they kept saying, get out the car, get out the car, get out the car, get out the car.
I just didn't like how he's like, "Do you know who I am, bruh?" I get you a celebrity and all of that, but these folks don't care about you saying, "Do you know who I am?"
That's what everybody was saying in the comments. They was like, why you keep saying that? They don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
like I
You
get it. Like, oh, but you're not thinking right now. They don't even probably know who you really are. They just see a black man with dreads. So it's kind of like, why are you saying that? Not saying he doesn't have a right to react. He can react, but it was just like, what? It was just like, what the hell? Like,
No, but they was doing too much. I ain't gonna care.
no, they were wrong. They were wrong. It was just what he was saying. I was just like, whoosh. I was just like, oh my gosh. But one person I seen say, "Oh, y'all fell off." Yeah, Migos, y'all fell off. I was just like, oh Lord. They
what
was
that
like,
got to
nobody,
do with a bunch of tea and
don't
China?
nobody remember that. I was like, oh God, Migos can't catch a break with these comments.
What
I feel
that
like
got to do
they
with the
always
price
putting them
of
in the
tea in
blogs.
China? I just don't see why that. It's the internet. You can't really. I don't expect much anymore
But y'all realize like the internet was not this toxic.
because not everybody had access to it. Two Miami
Can
men accused of stealing mail-in ballots at drop boxes.
They get on my
but
nerves.
what are they trying to do to us? Why are they trying to? Who paid them boys to do that?
I feel like
Somebody
they
paid
trying to do shit
them.
like that just so Trump could be like, you see,
Yeah.
this is what I was talking about.
Who paid them boys to do that? And then look at the people who stole it. What? How much they paid them to do that?
Kid. You know what's so crazy? Oh my gosh. When you see the amount of mail, this has been going on for about 2 months now, almost a month and a half. And it was a whistleblower who is a district, I forgot what was her position at UPS, but she's on like the board, and she's been working for UPS for like almost 30 years, and she's really passionate about what she does. And she's the person who's like, they're defunding us, and we're backing up on mail, and they're storing mail in carts, and mail's being found in storages, like really letting people know what the fuck is going on. And it's been going on for some
Hmm.
that wasn't visible to us because we're not. It's something that we use so every day, but it's so far removed that we don't even understand. And it's so
Yeah.
easy to manipulate a vote. It doesn't even voting is it has not truly changed since its creation.
Mhm.
We're still bubbling on paper and scanning it through a scantron. Do you know how many times I got answers wrong on a scantron because I bubbled thoroughly? This is what we're doing in 2020. You can put your mail-in ballots in the same mailbox that anybody can access. The brightly colored mailboxes that anywhere anyone can either take them off, unhinge them, set them on fire, whatever. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. Mail-in ballots at drop-off places, yes, makes sense. Fortify them with glass surrounding them. Does not cost that much. Cities spend so much money building parks, spend $2 million to build parks and park bathrooms that are the same size of a portable at school. So securing votes is not what's our concern, and that's the issue. How am I falling out of space? It's ghetto. Oh my gosh, I gotta get. I can't. I
Whew,
gotta get.
this is tough. This is really tough. But mm, hopefully it's okay though. Hopefully it's okay. The Duet's giving. I hope the same Duet.
Thanksgiving.
I hope the same Duet's giving voting
That's a good one.
because I can't take it.
Bro, if we
I
lose
can't.
this election because y'all bean headed ass don't vote, bro, I'm gonna be
They need
tight.
a they need to put a pulse station outside the office, outside of Tootsie's. It need to be like the Pank, and they be like, you
It
can't come
need
in
to
unless
be
you vote.
one at the gift card stores. It
I'm
Exactly.
needs to be
done.
one everywhere.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Oh my,
Yeah.
to lighten the note, lighten the mood. I seen a post that said, "You ever broke up with somebody and your whole family was relieved?" And I was just like, "Damn, that's crazy."
What? Really? Oh
Yes,
yeah. I be hearing personally. I never experienced that, but I do be hearing people say that. Like, I'm so glad she broke up with his ass and stuff like that. Like, I'll hear people like family. They'll say that about one of their siblings or something, like or
I've
their
heard it.
brother.
I've experienced it. I've experienced it.
Life, life.
I've experienced it. Not me be like, oh, people be like, I'm happy you're not with her anymore.
Hmm.
Mm, the hilarity.
I mean, that's
They're
how
calling
people.
Little Wayne Kunchi instead of Tunchi. Little Kun.
What? Kunchi?
No, come
You disturb me. Like, Lillian, I can't even bump your music right now for a really long time because I'm so like, and it's like, don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm surprised. Like, bruh, what's wrong with you? You still think like this after all this man put them kids through in them damn camps? What about the kids, Wayne? I thought you cared about the kids. The Sandy Hook kids, a lot of them would have been probably like what, in high school or something, or middle school?
middle
Where they would
school.
have been, middle school or high school?
Um, mm, it depends because of the ages range, but middle school,
That's
high school.
yeah, like come on, bro, the freaking Sandy Hook kids. And he was just like, oh, he would after the Sandy Hook shooting, he wished he could take away his gun charge because he just felt so messed up that all those children had to die. Okay, so what about the kids in the camps? Okay, what about the immigrants? But you
Mm-hmm.
know what?
And it's
Whatever.
crazy. They don't even report, and this is the real fucked up thing. They don't even report the black at how many black immigrants are being deported. Like they always deport our asses and being held in camps. They only reporting on the Latin community. How many Haitians, how many Jamaicans have been deported and held in camps, and they won't even report on that because we're not, again, we're no one's concern.
I remember in elementary, and I don't remember what grade it was or whatever. You remember Miss Durden, Rishi?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, Ray. I don't know if you remember this. I don't know like how old you were, because I don't even remember how old I was. But I do know it was like these boats, and it was like Haitians. They came here. They were coming here, and then they got like it was like three boats. It was either three or four boats, and then they were either by the port or something, but they got near this bridge and they were all getting off the boats. And Miss Durden, she was talking to us in class and she was like, I thought when those Haitians got off the boat, she was like, I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was beautiful. She was like, imagine going through all of that to try to make a change for your life or whatever. She was like imagine. And my Miss Durden was an American. Like I think
Mm-hmm.
you
Very
know
American.
yeah, she was a real American, and she was just like, she was like, that's amazing. She was like, they have more drive than a lot of the people that were born here, and I think that's beautiful. And it's just, it's crazy, like how people can see that, despite the
Mhm.
mean jokes that were said back then and
Mhm.
stuff like that. There was still a very few that understood it, that seen the vision. Like
Mhm.
It's just
that's
unfair because they allow Cubans to come here
yeah,
under political oppression, and then
Mhm.
yeah,
they don't offer the same right for Haitians. And I remember I
Mhm.
was in I was going to date at the time, and we had to do a debate or something like that. And here's just I was obviously a proponent for Haitians having the same wet foot dry foot policy as Cubans, and he was just
Mhm.
like, "Oh, no, I don't think so because da da da." And then at the end, I'm just like, "Why do you feel like that?" You, mind you, he got a thick ass accent. Like, why do you feel? I was like, why are you so strongly against this? He's just like, because I'm Cuban. Plain as day, because I'm Cuban. What I mean,
Mhm.
he came to America probably 2, 3 years. So he probably came here high school. Um, high school, he had a car. He had a Civic. He had money. He had like
yeah.
the
They having
government,
they
and it's
having
not.
stuff.
And he was able to go to school.
Yes, more
There's
than
there's
people that's here.
Haitians and Jamaicans and other black people from different Caribbean countries who have been in America their whole fucking life and could not
Mhm.
even go to school. And fuck that. There's
Yes.
people who were
Yeah.
born here who are citizens, who parents are not citizens. So they
Mhm.
can't fucking go to school, even though
Mhm.
they're
Mhm.
American citizens.
Mhm.
And y'all want me to look in y'all face and smile. I can't.
Yep.
I
Mhm.
And that's one of people say it's fucked up, but that's one of the reasons I stopped speaking Spanish because I just couldn't anymore. I just couldn't
Mhm.
act like I was okay with the shit because I'm not. I'm not.
Mhm.
And I grew up around Hispanic people and I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with how they view black people. I don't even black Latinx people, and it's not everybody. So I'm gonna just say that it's not everyone. But
Mhm.
their views and how nationality really drives them to separate themselves from other people, even if they'll be like, oh mommy, like pelo malo, which means like you have bad hair, you have thick natty hair, pelo malo, like things like that, or if you're dark skinned and stuff like that, even that, they can be the darkest of the dark, thickest hair of the thickest hair, coarsest, look so connected to African roots, but because they are from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, sometimes Cuba, depending on the person, because they come from these Latinx countries, they're different from the black people who come from different countries. And it's crazy to me. I just be like, y'all don't. Why is J Lo Puerto Rican, but I'm African American? J Lo was born in America, like I was born in America.
Mm-hmm.
But she's Puerto Rican and I'm African American. No, I'm Jamaican. That's not my ancestry. I'm the descendant of enslaved people and indentured.
Mhm. Mhm.
Family came from Africa, from the Middle East, from Europe, from Asia. That's my background. And I'm going to stand in that. So how you as another black person coming from the same thing I came from look at me because I don't speak the same language as you look down on me. And you're
Yeah.
different from me, you're better from me. And you could be,
Mhm.
if you were Hispanic like they were Hispanic, Latinx, whatever people prefer, you, because you're lighter than them in the community, you would be viewed better than them. But because you're from America or you're from Haiti or you're from another country, you're lesser than them. Even though if we were put in the same category in your country, you would be ranked below me in classism and colorism. I've seen it too much in my life, in my family, for me to really, really turn a blind eye to shit. So I just don't have no tolerance. I have no tolerance. That's why I don't take them light skin jokes. I don't take them as plays. I don't like that shit. I don't really mess with that. It's not for me. I get very tense about that and very passionate,
Mhm.
especially growing
As
up.
you should.
We grew up at NMB, so it's just like, nigga, that's what you're around all day. Like, I'm around
Mhm.
people all day. All my friends are Haitian. It would be an injustice for me not to be concerned about the people I'm concerned about their well-being, their families, because I'm just lucky that Jamaica now is viewed in a better light. Jamaica in the 80s were treated like shit, like criminals, murderers.
Dog, Jamaicans got a reputation. They got a temper. They got a
Yeah.
temper. They homophobic. Certain stuff about
Mhm.
Jamaicans. It's like real bad. I mean, well, also gay culture is coming out a little different. As of late for Jamaicans.
And I'm
But they
happy
have
with that because it just needs
I'm coming
it,
right back, y'all.
okay.
sure,
It just needs to be less oppression on the island.
yeah. It's just I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy how this all just grinds back to slavery because of the reason why they feel like they should be against certain stuff
Mm-hmm.
because of stuff they've been through. So then that makes them hate their own people again because of their sexuality. It's just fucked up. I just at least if more people like knew certain stuff or like had certain knowledge brought to them about it, they would understand why certain people act the way they do, which is no one's job to do, but it's just like, history of we as people.
We were just taught to hate. And then that's the crazy thing. It's just like if people really if people think back to things like, okay, Greek mythology and stuff like that, Greek literature, Roman literature, Greco-Roman, anything is taught to be classics. Yet tales from the Middle East, tales from Africa, from Asia are not taught as classics, even though they've been around and stood the test of time longer than Greek and Roman reign. Anything that is Eurocentric, because it was written to be such, is viewed in a positive light. They used to sacrifice kids. They used to sexual taboos we have now here is in Greek and Roman empires, it was never frowned upon. Pedophilia, not frowned upon. All of these crazy ass things that now we would be shudder at is the same culture that we reign and we have had as the philosophers of the day, but mathematics was started in the Middle East. Timbuktu had the largest and the most expensive library and literature and learning that you could ever seen. That was in Africa. But we're not taught those things. And we're not taught to respect those things. Therefore, we don't respect ourselves. The Middle East looked very different back then. It was more darker people. Middle Egypt didn't look like how Egypt looks today. A lot of things were much different. And that's the same reasons why we do not know our culture and now everything is whitewashed. It's sad. Sad, and it's like you don't know what to do.
Oh, it's okay. It's 12:04 right now.
Should we wait for Ray to come back or should we just tell Ray we're gonna close at 12:15?
I could tell her. I could tell her.
The light is burning my eyes. I gotta figure out a better setup. It's not working.
We could tell her that we're gonna wrap up at 12:15. Well, end at 12:15. We're about to wrap up.
Hiccups. I'm screaming.
I thought this was good. I'm glad we talked about voting and history. This was good. This was real good. You know,
From our usual discussions and arguments about toxicity and the joints in Miami.
hmm yeah, this was good. This was needed to have. I wonder if other people are nervous, like in our age group. I did speak to customers at work, and they were saying that they were nervous as well. And they, mind you, you would be surprised that they were nervous because it's people that could be our allies. I'll just say that
Mm-hmm.
they're probably hippies or something. Probably hippies that's just like, what the hell is going on and stuff like that. You know. Also, I want to add one thing. Um, I was watching the news uh, yesterday, and uh, oh my gosh, I don't want to say the wrong name, but one of these countries, apparently, they are low on doctors and nurses. They're exhausted, And also, eventually, they're gonna, if it gets worse, coronavirus might get worse. They're gonna turn patients away, and it's to the point they got volunteers, medical volunteers that are not even 18 yet to
Oh
volunteer
wow.
hospital because it's so bad with coronavirus. And I just wanted to bring that up because I feel like America is so privileged with this corona stuff. It's just like, I get it, like, corona not gonna go anywhere for a while right now, whatever, but damn, bruh, I can't imagine going to the hospital and getting turned away.
Mm-hmm.
That's a privilege to be able to go to the hospital and even like, and don't get me wrong, our hospitals ain't all that great, but it's better than what these people have to
Have a
deal with.
fighting chance. Yeah,
Yeah,
you got a fighting chance. In the beginning, when it was really, really bad, they were just at capacity and they were trying to
yeah,
accommodate people who weren't getting the best care, but they were getting care. It's not like
yeah.
it where they were just sending people home to just be like, your parents, your grandparents are going to pass away, where we have to select who we save, who's going to have more of a likelihood to live.
It
Uh,
just
what y'all talking
disturbed.
about?
Um, I was watching the news and it was this country, like, I don't even want to say the country name, but there's a
Mm-hmm.
country, their hospitals are filled. The doctors and nurses are exhausted. They barely have anybody. So they even
The United
have this,
States of America.
no, no. They they had volunteers that's not even 18 yet, not even certified, helping out at the hospital because they're so low staff. And also, if it gets worse, they have to turn patients away. If it gets worse by Tuesday, they're gonna have to start turning patients away. So I
But
was
that's
just
how the
telling,
U.S. was a little bit at first when Corona. Not a little bit.
but
That's how the U.S. was when Corona first started.
I
But
just
they
feel like
weren't turning people away though. That's the one thing we were reaching almost reaching capacities where people were
But if you weren't, they basically they felt as if you didn't show certain symptoms, then they would tell you to go home.
no, but it's not the same, Ray, because
No, no,
they
no. I
have,
know it might be worse over there. Like,
it's just weird. Like, it's like, damn.
we have the luxury not to take it
Teenagers,
seriously.
yeah, they got teenagers working in the hospital to help, bruh. That's
but
crazy.
y'all
Like,
know we don't have like that was one of the biggest discoveries of this whole Corona thing. Like our healthcare systems, we don't have enough doctors. We don't have enough nurses. We
Mhm.
that's true.
Oh,
That's true.
we don't value STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. We
And
don't
you know the
value
biggest
STEM in
problem?
America.
There's so many bright-minded people that are here pending that got the knowledge that went to school but can't work, or
Yeah,
it's a lot of black people that's trying to get into medical school and can't get in.
yeah,
And this, I'm not just speaking from thin air. I'm speaking from, people that I've known, that spent years going to college. They want to be a doctor, attempted
yeah,
several times to get into medical school. It's not that, they had bad scores. I'm talking about like top of the class, dual enrollment type college academy, graduating early type students, that
mm-hmm.
are black, that try to get into medical school, can't get in because of whatever reason. It's so many people out here, that want a chance to work in the field, but don't get that privilege, that luxury.
Yeah,
And then
Hmm.
when an event happens, and we need people, it's like, oh snap, where are all our doctors? Where are all our
Yeah.
yeah,
nurses?
I read this girl, her post went viral. She was just like she just got out of school getting her RN. It's very difficult, especially when you're getting out of school, and RN programs are very competitive already. And then when you try to apply for jobs at a lot of healthcare facilities and hospitals, it's very competitive. So
especially in Florida.
yeah, but
Yeah,
she
it's
wasn't here.
hard. It's
She
hard.
wasn't in Florida. I forgot what state she
Oh,
was from. And she
okay.
was saying that the same she applied to the hospital probably 3 months earlier, so probably around January, because graduation. Applied directly after graduation, And right after graduation, the hospital that was local to her denied her. She didn't get the
Mhm.
job.
Mhm.
And her starting pay was going to be like 18 something, something around that time. Something
Mhm.
Oh
around like
no.
18, 20,
So
something
they was
like that.
trying down phase. Okay. Mhm.
So then she was
All
just
right.
like, the hospital, because of Corona, end up hiring her and they have to pay her at a certain rate
I
plus
seen that.
fee. And she
Yeah.
was like, she gets paid 30 something, almost 30 something, almost 40 something dollars per hour. And
Yeah,
she
I
was just
seen that.
like, the same hospital that denied me to be working
Wow.
there several, just like almost like only like 2 months before the pandemic.
2 months. Yeah. Yeah.
Now they have to pay me almost upwards to $40 an hour to work here.
Mhm.
Wow.
It was
But it's a
crazy.
lot of, nurses that just graduated, like when they first tried to get a job before COVID, nothing.
Couldn't.
Boom, COVID happened, now they hiring everybody.
Yeah,
And I
that's true.
understand because hospitals work off of people being sick and ill. Hospitals work
But
off
it's
of
still not
patients.
fair though, Rishi. Like, yeah, you operating off of demand and supply, but at the same time, y'all dead ass not giving people a chance. Like,
No, I agree. If they're not giving, there's the type of people, there's certain type of people they're not giving chances at all. And then it's some
exactly.
people they can even give a chance to. And instead of
Mhm.
the government pumping more into hospitals, funding hospitals and funding medical facilities and stuff like that, they put it in places where it's not really necessarily needed, like military. You know, we need armed forces. I stand with our armed forces, even though I do not believe in the current things that we're engaged in. I still stand with the people who are there because they're brave. But our military doesn't need that much. If our it's
A
just
lot
a
of the prisons,
prison
like, if
don't
you go into a federal prison, that shit look like a goddamn hotel.
well, it's not even that. Prisons, they don't allocate funds.
But I'm saying they put a lot of money towards, the whole, granted it is the legal system, whatever. But like towards, let me tread my words very carefully. They put a lot of resources towards prisons. I would rather them put that, towards programs,
Mm-hmm.
to help, with people, whether it be, mental or, drugs or, alcohol. Put in that more into, programs, prevention programs or rehabilitation programs instead of, just pumping it into, prisons, which I
Yeah.
granted is one of their biggest, industries that generates money, of course, lawyer fees,
Mm-hmm.
legal fees, this fee, that fee, bail, this, that, whatever. But yeah, a lot of that money could go towards other things.
Yeah, the system. Mm.
Like when I went
Mm.
to LA, y'all, I thought Miami had like a lot of like homeless and unfortunate people. Like you go to LA, it's like every street, especially when we went to downtown, like every street, not even street, every corner, every inch you walk is just somebody, homeless, and it's just like, what are we doing as a country?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's
it's
really sad.
sad. Yeah, that is. And it's like, it's crazy because it's like we in America and that's happening.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Other countries are looking at us as, y'all the
Yeah.
golden ticket, y'all the role models, y'all the rich, in their eyes, we the Beyonces and the,
Yeah.
the Nicki Minaj's and the Kim Kardashians with the money and the resources and the power. But in reality, like, it's like, do we really? Are we
Yeah.
really? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Whew. this was tense. This episode
Screaming.
was real tense. We had like what, two light moments. I'm
Rian,
done.
is it Rian or is that what you call
Mm,
it?
I don't know. Oh my god.
BC.
Oh,
BC. I knew it.
well, we have to be. We can't just be hood rats all the time.
You see, we could get real intellectual on here,
Thank.
okay?
We went to school. We got degrees.
Period.
We got
Period.
degrees.
Oh my.
Okay.
Period.
We
I,
are educated women, educated young women,
Educated black
educated.
man.
wait, what?
I'm
I'm
seeing red.
I'm screaming. We are educated
well.
women.
That'll be all for today's episode. Thank you guys for joining. Don't forget to vote. I'm
Vote,
Shaniqua.
vote, vote. I'm
I'm
Rishi.
red. And I'm
Oh, one last
red.
thing. Cass had to do work. Another young, educated black man had
My educated black
to,
brother had to do some work.
yeah, he had to make sure he got
Love a
his
black
stuff
king.
together.
Love a black
Speaking of
king. Got
work, I gotta go do
work.
something.
Laying wood. Oh, oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh. Anyways, any friends
Wow.
friends of the podcast, friends of the
Oh
show,
my
you have
goodness.
singles. We need singles, okay? We need men. We need women. Okay,
Single
we need
woman, single
singles.
man.
We need
Yeah, we
these,
having
baby.
free game. What was it? Blind date?
We're at. We're having the damn show on the 13th. Okay, November 13th, 8 p.m. We gonna be on Anglo time. We're gonna start on time. Hey,
Boy,
shut up.
bye.
Give us your single friends. We need singles. We need viable singles. Please do not give me
I'm
no.
talking about no singles with entanglement situationships. Anybody got time for that?
Ain't nobody gonna say, "Hey, you the little girl off of da 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 da," and then it's Corona time. I can't be finding people. It's Corona time. I can't get locked up.
I'm done. No.
Yeah, my dad gotta be on here. We gotta get him a wife finally, once and
Listen,
for
he
all.
gotta be a husband. Finally, respectfully, he gotta be a husband to find a wife. Respectfully,
I'm
I
not in
love
this
him,
conversation,
but I need
boy.
sir to, hello. Anyways, that
Oh
amen, and
my
not their
gosh.
mama's name.
Yup, single men
Men
that
who
got their
can
own
buy their own
cars.
PS5 if they need
Oh
to.
Please.
my
Thank
gosh. Did she
you.
put the moon?
Single men with their own cars, with their own money.
Okay, single men who can live on their own. Thank
What
you.
y'all looking for?
No, it's
No
not
gay
for us.
negs,
No.
BC.
We're looking for to help our fellow women. I got some girls
Bring
on
the
my
sophisticated,
staff.
educated men, BC. That's what we need.
Yes, we need
Bring
most.
some classy men, please. Ugh.
Please, please,
We need
please.
we need about
Salary range.
Salary range above
12. Well, we
40K.
need about 12 to 16 people in total. 12 to 16 people to let it go right. About 4 rounds. So 12 to 16 people. Yeah, I think 12 to 16 people works. But yeah, please, 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 please. If you got some singles in your life, update
Oh,
tag.
oh my
Yes.
goodness. Dorothy, what?
Yes, ma'am. Somebody with a permanent
At
tag.
Walmart. Okay. Is he a good person? Is he a good person? I don't front on nobody's struggle. I don't front on nobody's struggle. I don't front on nobody's job. Is he a good person? Does he have good morals? Can he take care of himself? Can he actually date someone? Is he in a place for dating? Is he well? Is he aware? That's the things that matter, okay, kids? Those are the things that sell golden tickets. So please, we need y'all singles. We need y'all help. We'll be posting November 13th, 8 p.m.
Oh, no.
UC,
No.
go home. Anyways, I have
No.
been Richie.
I'm Shaniqua.
It's your girl, Ray.
And we've been free game. Good night. Next time we're gonna be on time. We're gonna try. Bear with us. Bear with us. We
Bye.
try.
don't know if you dropped it on the floor.
Wait, hold on.